To increase your chance of passing your interview, you're going to need to get more practice, but most people either don't get the practice or don't practice in the best way. Not getting practice is very self-explanatory, so when it comes to getting the wrong practice, we can think about it like baseball. Baseball players will frequently go to a batting cage to get batting practice, and while this is good, it's not a substitute for the real world. Yet this is what happens for interview candidates when it comes to getting a job. Most candidates don't go out with an objective to practice interviews, they go out with an objective of getting a job. That means that they're only getting practice when they need it most, and that's like showing up to the World Series without having played any preseason or regular season games. But for other folks that try to get some practice, most go out and just start memorizing or trying to practice at home on their own. While this is good, it's not great because it's not really simulating what you're going to experience and what you're going to feel when it becomes game time. So if you want to increase your chance of passing interviews, you should probably look at how you're interviewing a little bit differently. Instead of going out and interviewing only when you need a job, you can look at going out and interviewing when you don't need a job just so you can get the practice. When you do this, you're going to realize a few different benefits. First, when you're out interviewing when you don't need a job, you're not too worried because you have nothing to lose. This can be a really good thing because if you happen to get a job when you didn't want one, now you're in a really strong negotiation position. Second, you're not only getting practice, but you're getting some valuable feedback. Now, your interviewer probably isn't going to give you any direct feedback, but with some self-awareness, you can actually get a lot of really good feedback. Based on the questions you're being asked, you might start to realize that you're missing a few key skills that other interviewers keep asking about. With this information, now you can go back and up-level your skills. That way, when you want and you need a job, you'll have the skills that people are looking for. The third important thing that's happening is you're basically doing market research. By going out and interviewing, you can see if the grass truly is greener on the other side, or if you have a really good situation right now that you didn't think was all that great before you started this interview process. The other thing that you might learn is what the prevailing wages are, not what some salary survey or somebody on TikTok said it is. So if you want to increase your chances of success of landing a job when you need it most, you should go out and get some real-world practice when you don't necessarily need to get a job.